My name is Viet. I am a senior at Brown, and I am the 2016-2017 UCS president.
I'm Jane Lancaster. I'm a visiting scholar in the history department.
My name is Christina Paxson. I'm president of Brown University.
I would say the role of UCS is to sort of act as the conduit for student voice. And I think that's a very broad category, right? So whatever impacts student life, whatever impacts student success, well-being, that's what our priorities are.
One of the most important things it does is it builds a bridge between the student body, the administration, and the Brown University Corporation. I think it's fair to say that Brown is very unique in the level of engagement that students have with the operations of the university, and UCS plays a very important role in that.
The Camarian Club was the student government organisation started in the 1890s by a group of young men who liked to have lobster dinners. The Camarian Club was very interested in student life, basically, and that traditions and rules be followed. They had all sorts of weird things, like freshmen had to wear their beanies at all times, and they couldn't stand or sit in certain places. Sometimes this, I believe, went to very bad conclusions. There was a case during the First World War where a student refused to wear his beanie. So the Camarian Club just looked the other way while other students tied him to a chair, doused him in cold water. This was in November and it was out of doors. And this was the sort of extreme things went to in order to preserve student customs as they thought they should be.
Very, very different from the current UCS. It was a club where the members anointed the next members, so it's very quaint and old-fashioned in some ways.
The Pembroke, by that time it's Pembroke, it's not the Women's College anymore, student government, which in the 1960s, they were trying very hard to relax some of what we call the parietal rules of Pembroke. The two parts of Brown, the women, Pembroke and the men's college, Brown itself, merged in 1971, so student government by necessity merged at the same time.
One of the great things about UCS is that it has evolved as a student organization over time. The priorities have shifted with the student priorities. That's really a good thing. And students have not been shy about saying what they're unhappy about. I've been not shy about telling UCS about things that I would like to see happen with students. So again, it's this building of a bridge between the student body and the administration that is just very important. It has a very interesting structure. It's not an elected body. Right? It's a volunteer committee of students who step forward and say, I want to be in UCS, I want to be involved in student government. And I think that's great. That's probably the right structure for Brown. But you do have to pay a lot of attention to the breadth of issues that are affecting students on the Brown campus.
I hope that UCS becomes more of a part of the community. I say this all the time, that UCS is not the expert in any of the issues that we're dealing with, right? The experts are the students who have been on the ground doing the advocacy since their freshman year, who have been doing mental health work their freshman year, doing sexual assault prevention, doing Title IX, right? And I think that's where I hope UCS moves in the future, is how do we engage the people who have been there day one and who know these issues inside out. Come to a meeting. I think if you come to a meeting, you'll get a taste of what we do week to week and the projects that we're taking on. And after that, all you really need to do is have an issue that you're passionate about or passionate to learn more about, and we'll take it from there.